Hello. Right, this is a bit more like how I do my Instagram stuff. A lot of it in the van whilst driving and whatnot, because time is precious, and when you're on the job, it's really difficult to take time out and film everything when you're on your own. And I need to level up like some of these big trade social media accounts and get myself a film crew who can film me whilst I'm doing it. But anyway, I have been to the job this morning. This is a fresh job. We've just started it. It's very close to my house, which I'm very happy about, because some of you may or may not know I have a baby on the way. So exciting times. I wanted to start a job that was very close to my house for the obvious reasons. Anything's to happen, I can get back and stuff like that. So started that out. Had a lovely morning with my clients, working out. There were big plans for this house. Lots of work happening, doing loft conversion, extensions, full plumbing system, full rewire, the full shebang. So yeah, wanted to get in there. And I always say, when you start these big jobs, the best thing you can do is sit down, have a cup of coffee or tea with the customer and just work through their plan, get their plan in your head, and normally meet them halfway. Because let's face it, a lot of people, they don't know what they're doing. They've got all these dreams and aspirations, but when it comes to the actual restoration of the job and trying to make it work, it's normally quite difficult because you've got existing things. So how I've tackled this is their current Wiesmann boiler has just packed up. Literally, it was in and out. He sort of kept resetting it and it kept going. And when we finally got the date down, he said to me, mate, it died last night. It died. So I said, don't worry, we're here, we're all right. We're gonna get it working, don't worry. So what I will be doing on this job is essentially the same setup as what I did previously in another house. You can go back on YouTube and have a little look. It's in Loughton. It was a beautiful Priory hot water setup, all in a garage. One of my favourite installs to date, to be fair. As far as efficiency goes and getting it working and stuff, I was really proud of that job. So I've got that done. I'm going to be doing the same thing on this job. Only difference being is for an immediate effect, because where the plant room is going to be going in this, and I say plant room, it's a very small space, but where it is going in this space at the minute is the existing kitchen door. So it's I can't put a cylinder there or anything like that because it will block the existing kitchen door. So I'm in there first. They're going to try and get as much done, then the rewire, then they're going to move out and all the rest of it. But what I've decided to do is I'm going to be putting a Valent combi boiler in first, just to get them up and running. They've got hot water, got heat in it, everything like that. I'm going to get it all temporarily, like, sort of connected up, so it's all working, and then basically that will slow down the sort of panic, if you like, on like, oh, do you need this door cut out before we put the plumbing system in? I'm like, chill out, you've got heat and hot water, we can carry on, we can work through this. And then at a later date, I'll be changing that combi boiler into a system boiler setup, and there we go. That's what we're planning on doing. So a bit of an exciting job. I'm really looking forward to this one. I haven't done a project now, a proper project, since probably like May time, so it would be nice to get stuck into something, and I hope you enjoy it. So enjoy. So welcome to this job. I started getting carried away and I forgot to introduce YouTube. So this is where all of the main stuff is going, really. This is my hub, this is my engine, this is my plant room. So this is going to be quite tricky because we've got people living here. The space they've given me for everything is, that door opens up to about there. So I've got this to stick a boiler, cylinder and power tank in, low loss header, all the rest of it. At the minute, that is the door to the kitchen, as you can see. But they're doing extensions, loft conversions, the full shebang. And I've got to keep this door closed because that cat's got fleas apparently, so we're going to be very careful there. Keep this door closed. But essentially, I think there's talks in making a bit of a cupboard here, having the power tank in there. Then I can kind of sit the cylinder here as tight to that door as possible, and then have the boiler up as high as possible as well. But what I'm going to do on this one, I've just discussed it through with my customer, because they've got a combi boiler at the minute, because I only got 1 bathroom here, but there's going to end up with 4 bathrooms when it's done. So the boiler was sort of playing around, sort of, I think it was working, but it's just packed up, which I think I said in my intro, but I can't remember, so apologies for that. But essentially what I'm going to do is be putting a combi boiler up as high as possible, get them up and running, and then I can start configuring it like an S-plan, not an S-plan, sorry, like a system boiler afterwards. So no S-plans, I'm going to do priority hot water like I have on previous jobs. So just been to Wix, just getting my tools in here. Love this little table, always helps me out. Gonna get some batten up the wall here. I'm not gonna come out too far, just enough. Ply this whole wall out up to like here. I'll probably do a sheet of ply, if I'm perfectly honest. I'll just take a whole sheet up and yeah, and get cracking. Hey, let's do it. Let's do it. So whilst I'm up here, this is the old boiler up there. It's all gone wrong, but you can't get the boiler case off because it's all been boxed in too tight. So I'll be looking forward to getting that out. I might reuse that nest actually temporarily. But yeah, that's the old combi. So gonna get that sorted ASAP. Oh, what an absolute touch. So of course there's actually a spare one on there anyway. Never know if this used to be the washing machine and they've put a tumble dry dishwasher here instead. But it seems as though there used to be appliance on that side of things. So result, so I can plumb that washing machine in there. So right, I need to get the hose off, get that in there. I'm gonna try and get my long arms and try and do it from in here if I can without them to get in there, because otherwise I'm gonna have to unplumb this waste. I can't be asked to do that. Oh, it's bad enough having to wind the legs down. Right, let's do, got that sussed. So let's go and do this wash machine upstairs. So I've unplumbed that, left that off there. I'm gonna cap that a little bit, cleared all this space out. And I've lifted those 2 floorboards because I needed to know where the joists were. And found an old gas pipe. Found a gas pipe there, so that's handy. So that's gonna get me temporarily kept up. Look at this waste for the washing machine, look. Woo! Very laugh, and I've got that little roof there to deal with later. I'll be cord drilling this in a minute. I've got to make sure that I don't hit that. Try and go above it. But anyway, got that done. So, carried the washing machine down here. Plumbed it in here, so all set up, all nice. So that's working as we're doing it. Got the dishwasher all screwed the legs back up, got all that back in. So that's out of the way. That's no bother, no more. So now I can send the boiler and the pipes up here and then start getting around the house. Now that's the gas pipe that you just saw upstairs. So what I've done was I measured off that gas pipe and in here I marked just very small where the joists are. Joist there, joist there, joist there, and joist there. So that is gonna be where my pipes go up. Now, originally, what I was gonna do is I was gonna have a spacer bracket on the boiler and bring the pipes up the back. But the more I was thinking about that, the more I think it would stitch me up at a later date, because I'm gonna be changing this system into a system boiler. I'm gonna have a low loss header for the underfloor heating and all the rest of it. So I went to my merchants and said, "You got any spacer frames?" And they're like, "No, we haven't got any of them." So I don't even know if Vaillant are still making them for the new boilers. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't fitted one for years and years. But I was like, don't worry about it. I'm gonna bring the pipework down, across and up. Anyway, there's got mosquitoes in here. So there's so many mosquitoes out there. I'm not looking forward to drilling that out there. And yes, I'm going to bring the pipes down, across and up into the ceiling void just to get their heat and hot water working. There's nothing working in the minute, so just want to get this combi on for them, and then I get some breathing room and I can start rerouting the gas and doing everything. But I need to do this all in the right order, and it's a bit tricky here as well because they're going to be lifting all these floors up everywhere to put the underfloor heating in. So you might have noticed I didn't finish to apply it to the floor, and that's because at some point it might even work out easier to build like a base, put the power tank and the cylinder on the base, and then they can still get to the floor underneath. But you know, that's one of them things. I just got to work it all out, but I don't want to snooker myself. That is the key. So right, next job, as you can see, I've got my extractor ready. This thing's an absolute beast. If you're going to buy one, buy this. This is just the best. Literally, when you're extracting core holes or chasing, it just eats up the dust. You hardly get any dust. It's wicked. So, which is needed. So what I need to do is, obviously, I believe it's 125 millimeters off the back of the boiler to the center of the flue. I'm going to send it across, a couple of clips across here, straight out. I need to keep it as high as possible, and basically it's going to go exactly where that elbow is, because I need to mind that, because I want to be above that. So I'm just going to measure up quickly to the bottom of that and make sure, because I've got a couple of flue snugs, so I want to drill a I think it's 152 millimeter core hole, and then I can just lean out the window, pop my flue snug on from the outside and from the inside, etc., and that'll save me having to point it all up and everything. Bloody brilliant they are. So over there, so I'm going to do that now. Couple of things I've just seen next door there behind that wall is the baby's room. They've got a newborn apparently, so I feel bad about drilling. Hopefully it's not nap time, and my customer's upstairs on a work call, so this core drill is going to be noisy, but they're going to have to put up with it. So right, let's get this done.